Ginger. I have something a little different today. You guys know how much I love music and I love concerts. And look, my hair, this is its truly natural state. We'll just call it beachy and not messy. Anyway, so you guys know how much, if you've watched this channel regularly at all, you'll know that I love music, I love going to concerts, I love concert photography. Well, I thought the other day it might be kind of fun to dig through some of the Ginger archives because I've tried to keep up with all the concert tickets that I've had through the years. So we'll see how big of a gap there is. Anyway, so I dug some envelopes of old concert tickets that I had, plus some of the more recent ones that I've gone to, for us to take a look at. And there may be some other stuff thrown in here too, some things of in concerts like sports and theater and stuff like that. Anyway, so this envelope, look, this envelope says Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And it's from the performance on February 18th, 1990 to see Clint Black. 3 tickets for $10 a piece. Like general admission tickets used to be $10 a piece for like, not general admission, but like nosebleed seats, the cheaper seats, and now I think they're like $16 or $18. For a long time it was just $10. Anyway, I have written on here concerts in 1990. 2/18/90 through 10/6/90. So we'll see what all's in here. Oh yeah, this was one, I remember this. This was one of those deals where we bought 3 tickets. We bought one for my dad and then he decided he didn't want to go. So I actually have an unused ticket stub along with the 2 used ticket stubs. This is the unused ticket stub for the Clint Black concert at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo at the Astrodome, which is no longer in use, and they're actually debating on whether or not to tear it down. February 18th in the afternoon, mezzanine section. It was on a Sunday at 4 p.m. to see Clint Black. And then here's the 2 stubs for the tickets that my mom and I actually went to. And in February of 1990, I would have been a sophomore in high school. Yeah, the end of my sophomore year, I think. So there's that Clint Black. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first time I had ever gone to the rodeo, the Houston Rodeo. If I'm not mistaken, 1990. Okay, here's a parking ticket for the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion in the Woodlands. Which must go with these tickets that are next. I'm glad I still have these. Look, here's the tickets. And this was in June. This was June 13th, 1990. It was Joe Cocker and Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I don't even know if you can see that. Let me see if I can. See that at all? This was June 13th, 1990. First of all, this was I think the inaugural season of the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion arena in the Woodlands, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. And a lot of the big concerts come there now. I believe that this was their first season of concerts was in 1990. Joe Cocker and Stevie Ray Vaughan. And Stevie Ray Vaughan died in a helicopter crash that following September. It was so sad. It was such an amazing concert. It was an amazing concert. I feel so lucky to have seen Stevie Ray Vaughan live in concert, and then of course Joe Cocker was amazing too. Alright, next is Oh, I'm glad I still have these too. Rainbow Ticketmaster is what they used to call Ticketmaster here in Houston. This is tickets to the 7th annual KLOL Budweiser Rock and Roll Auction benefiting Search. Is the date. Oh, it's so June 23rd. Year. This had to be in 1990. June 23rd at the Summit in Houston. The Summit used to be Houston's basketball stadium, and it was the big concert venue in town as well. And KLOL was a local rock station that is now not around anymore. Probably, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years ago they stopped playing rock music and they started playing Latin hip hop or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I remember this. This is actually, they had a concert and they had an auction, and I wish I knew where my bidder's pass was, because if you paid a little bit extra money, you got a bidder's pass, which was just like a laminated pass that you could wear, and then you got to go down on the floor. And it was for people to bid during the auction, but I was like 1990, I was like 15. I didn't have any money to bid on anything, so I got down there so that I could get close, because then they had a concert after they had the auction. And what they would do is they would auction off all this rock and roll memorabilia stuff, you know, signed guitars and things like that. And I need to see if I can find the picture. This is kind of the reason why I got interested in concert photography, because there happened to be one of the people that was there was Bobby Blotzer, who was at the time the drummer for a band called Rat, and he was along the side of the stage, not where I could really get to him, but he was along the side of the stage signing some autographs. And so I went and like heaved myself up on this plexiglass wall so that I could get a picture of him. I need to see if I can find that picture, and I'm pretty sure it's in one of the photo albums that I have. It's blurry and it was bad. It was probably taken with a 110 camera, but that's what set it off, was my interest in concert photography. Anyway, so these were the tickets, and I wish I could find the bidder's pass. I don't know where it is. And here is another one, An Evening with James Taylor at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. And these are lawn passes. An Evening with James Taylor, October 6, 1990. How awesome is that? I remember this concert like it was yesterday. It was so nice. It was really nice and cool. The breeze was blowing. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too hot. Because in October, in Texas, in southeast Texas in October, it can be a scorcher outside. That seems to be everything that was in this envelope. So this next envelope says Ticketron, and it has the Judds written on it. And it says concerts in 1991, February 22nd, 1991, and it doesn't have an end date, so maybe there's more than just 1991 in here. All these tickets were. Okay. Ooh, I forgot that I saw them in concert. Ooh, don't you, it's like, what? I saw these people in concert? What, huh? This is February 27th. February 27th, 1991, right here, for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. It's a Wednesday. And it says on the back here it's for Steve Wariner and Lori Morgan. I forgot that I even saw them in concert. Oh, they're both really good, too. Two big country artists. See, what they used to do is, they used to have these ticket trailers that would go to the different small towns around, and that's where we bought these from, because it says ticket trailer. We were in the Loge level, Loge Club. So awesome. I totally forgot I saw them in concert. Okay, next is okay, I didn't actually go to this concert. I guess I just scanned these for my collection. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo 1991, February 23rd, 1991. Charlie Pride. Country musician Charlie Pride. I remember my grandmother and her husband went to this concert. They were on the mezzanine. Okay, this is a little parking stub. Let's see. Oh, I have it written on here. February 22nd, 1991, Gulf Gate to Astrodome. This is where you could do park and ride. You'd park at Gulf Gate Mall, and then they would bus you over to the Astrodome. So this is one round trip ticket for for park and ride. Okay, and here's the tickets that go with that. Okay, yeah, this was, oh, so awesome. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, February 22nd, 1991, a Friday night. This is to see the Judds. And this was actually on their farewell tour, because the mom had come down with hepatitis or something like that, and they'd gotten really sick. So, yeah, Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, Houston Astrodome. So, that's pretty cool. Next is, ooh, I remember this. Oh, look, this one has glitter all over it or something. These have glitter on them. These are tickets to Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, October 22nd, 1991, which I do believe we went and saw him for my birthday. It was Rod Stewart. And these are lawn tickets. October 22nd, 1991. He was on his Vagabond Heart tour, I do believe, for that album, 1991. That was a really good concert too. May 7th, 1991. Houston Astros versus Chicago Cubs. And this was at the Astrodome. See, it's got the little Astrodome logo right there. Yeah. Tuesday, May 7th, 1991. If I'm not mistaken, this may have been the first Astros game I ever attended. Yeah. So cool. Oh. These are tickets for, it says street dance. For, I think it was for a benefit. Half of it's torn off. It was for a local benefit, and Kevin Black, Clint Black's brother, was the featured artist. So he played Clint Black's brother, Kevin Black. Ah, I hate this. I don't have anything written on what this ticket's for. It's for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, February 16th. I don't even know what year. This is, oh God, I can't believe I don't have the ticket for the first concert that I went to. Well, this is the ticket for the second Def Leppard concert that I went to. I actually went to 2 in 1 year. This one was the second one. The first one was at the Summit that same year, 1993, I believe it was cold outside, so it was the early part of 1993. At the summit, which I was trying to explain earlier when the phone rang when I was talking about the summit, that it used to be the local basketball venue. It's where the Houston Rockets used to play, and when they decided to build the Toyota Center, which is where they play now, that's where a lot of the concerts are. And the city sold, it was the Summit, then it was the Compact Center. It was renamed the Compact Center, and then later on they sold it to Joel Osteen, and now Lakewood Church. If you ever watch Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church sermon on television, that's where it's coming from. It used to be the Houston Summit, where the Houston Rockets played, and where lots of teenagers in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, I don't know when the Summit was built, but saw lots of rock concerts. It's almost poetic that now it's a church. Anyway, so this was the second concert that I went to see Def Leppard. It was Def Leppard at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, September 18th, 1993. And I'll put the awesome picture that I got, because I actually got to go to this concert for free. I got to go to the first concert for free too, because I was covering it for my student newspaper, and then in college, and then I was also covering this one for the student newspaper as well. And I'll put a picture that I took from that concert right here so you can see it, which it was in my last video too. It's a picture that I'm actually really proud of, and it was taken with a film camera. This was before they had digital cameras, people, so you did not know if it came out good or not. Anyway, so this one was an awesome concert. Okay, so that's everything that's labeled out of this. From back in the day. Oh my God. It's primary time. I keep getting calls wanting me to vote for people. I don't know.